So my whole thing with the whole family issue is right. If they're not willing to understand the information, if they're not going to sit down and try to understand what you're going through, then you know they're a part of it. Um, a good brother stated that some of us were supposed to be celebrities, and I take that in many instances. We could have possibly been celebrities. We could have possibly been pillars in our community for sure. Um, but in that aspect, they mean controlled because we know any pillar of your community, any celebrity, is a slave to the occult. They practice witchcraft, um, and everything else. So, in order to be a pillar in the community, in order to be broadcasted in a false light, in order to make any kind of real money, have any kind of exposure, you have to be compromised. Another thing that was laid on my heart about the family situation is I believe that our families were grooming us to be that. I'm glad you asked why. Because, your stock, your, your family, right, is aware due to involvement in the occult, in the craft, what it takes to be successful in this world. They are aware, right? I'm sure. You know, everybody doesn't speak on what they know, and most can't. Definitely when you're in this situation, when you're a perp, when you're on the other side. So what I wanted to speak on specifically was two things. When you're born in this world, you're automatically a millionaire. The targeted, the elect, we're billionaires. We exceed the average person by favor from the Most High, Yahweh HaMashiach, right? So what happens is Satan, i.e. the system, creates debt, right? The solution is if you conform to us, if you conform to the ways of this world, we'll make sure that you're able to provide for your family, right? That's on a general level. We know it's not we know it's not a fair playing field. We know that there's minorities and certain types of persons who are uh, accustomed to certain lifestyles due to favor. All right, so they create that. They create the solution, which is selling out, right? Soul ties, being a slave to the system, right? So in doing so, they then take that Social Security money. When you sign that Non-Disclosure Act by conforming or by blood, right? Then you no longer have access to the monies that were yours originally, right? Us targeted individuals elect, right? We have a higher scale, right? Due to who we were. They knew who we were just like the Most High knew, right? He formed us. They were aware of who we were at the time we were coming into this world. And from then, they've been trying to groom us into what? Earning potential. They wanted to eventually make money off of us so that then what? We could then be sacrificed, and then guess what? Now the Most High is displeased because they were the elect, they were compromised, right? Knowingly, unknowingly, and Satan has now eliminated a soldier for the Most High Yah. And I'm sorry if I'm choppy, but I'm going with the program. This wasn't planned. So the reason why, back to the family, I feel like, based on studies, that your family is a part of your targeting is because you were supposed to be a cash cow for them. All right? They were trying to groom you into being an asset for the family. You were supposed to be the pillar of the family. You were supposed to be able to financially provide for your immediates. And when they realized at a young age, or whatever age that you have a recollection of, and you see how difficult it became with your family relationship, right? That they were what? They say, well, we're uncontrollable, we're stubborn, we're hard-headed, we're mouthy, right? These are all defense mechanisms. When they realized that they could not control us, that we were not going to conform to their idiotic, occultish ways, then they fed us over to the system. Do what thou wilt. We no longer can use him for what he was here for. For me, I sing, and I've been a musician for over 12 years, professionally for about 2 or 3. Right? So, I can remember some of the times that I've been ushered into certain things, and it just didn't go that way because I just wasn't having it. And I'm sure you guys can agree to it as well. But, in closing, man, I just wanted to put this thought out there, to spark some thoughts, because I'm telling you, this is all about money. Your family's involvement is about money. They make money off of you regardless. If you're around your family, right, then they're making money off of you. Trust me. Trust me. They're making money to either be around you or to not be around you. But it's nowhere near the money that they thought they would be making off of you. So I hope that this was received, and I'll talk to you guys later.